is Motor News with me, Katie Neiman and Chris Watts.
The new Audi A6 range makes its international debut this week, underpinning enhancements to visual appeal, refinement, convenience, electronics and equipment, with improvements in fuel economy and emissions control, averaging 12%, courtesy of new or updated engines. The 580 PS RS6 saloon ushers in the new A6 range. Its V10 bi-turbo power has until now only been available in conjunction with an Avant estate body shell in the 580 PS RS6 Avant. But to coincide with the launch of the new A6 range, this astonishing 10-cylinder powerhouse can now be enjoyed in both body styles. At the heart of the RS flagship is a 5-litre version of the exceptionally compact, naturally aspirated 5.2-litre V10 FSI petrol engine powering the S6 Quattro. Two turbochargers and extensive component refinements boost the output of this acclaimed unit to 580 PS at 6,250 RPM. As a result, the RS6 Quattro with optimised 6-speed Tiptronic automatic transmission can blast to 62 mph from rest in 4.5 seconds and continue until its electronic governor cuts in either 155 or 175 mph, depending on whether or not its owner chooses the extra cost de-restriction package. On the combined cycle, a surprisingly real-world economy figure of 20.3 miles per gallon is achievable thanks to FSI injection efficiency. The BMW 6 Series Coupe and Convertible are now offered with a new sports package aimed at enhancing driving dynamics and adding a more sporting appearance. And the BMW M6 Coupe is to be offered with a competition package. The new package features a revised suspension configuration comprising a 12mm lower front end and a 10mm lower rear, retuned dynamic stability control and ABS settings, and a modified variable M differential for greater cornering capability. Visually, a competition package-equipped M6 Coupe has a new bonnet with precision lines for an increased sporting look, and M double-spoke light alloy wheels with wider rims that are shod with new Pirelli P Zero Corsa system tyres. While hydrogen fuel cell vehicles are a few years away from mass production, testing has begun with some cars already visible on the road. Emily Wright reports from the US.
Today, fuel cell technology is moving from laboratory test to test drive. Some lucky people in California, New York, and Washington are part of the largest market test ever for hydrogen-powered vehicles. Chevrolet is loaning more than 100 Equinox fuel cell electric vehicles as part of a campaign called Project Driveway. The Lee family is among them.
Everyone who I speak to about the car and show the car to, they love the way it drives, they love the way it sounds, they love the idea of removing ourselves from the oil market.
Hydrogen fuel cells are electric energy sources that one day can power everything from cell phones to large buildings. For your vehicle, they provide zero-emission power and they use no oil.
Hydrogen-fueled vehicles are a few years down the road, but there's also been a lot of progress there. In many cases, most of the major auto manufacturers have hydrogen programs. They're drive like normal vehicles. They're being put in the hands of real consumers.
One of the roadblocks to fuel cell technology is that there are only a few refueling stations compared to hundreds of thousands of gas stations. But General Motors hopes Project Driveway raises awareness of the technology and generates excitement.
The idea behind Project Driveway is to do a couple things. First off, learn about the vehicles in a real environment, get feedback from consumers, media, on how the cars operate, how they run, the fueling. But also the idea is to generate awareness and exposure about the fuel cell vehicle and socialize the idea.
Each family gets their fuel cell vehicle for 3 months, knowing they are pioneers in a new way to drive. I'm Emily Wright.
These are the first official shots of Vauxhall Opel's new Insignia estate, which will debut at the Paris Salon on the 2nd of October. Known as the Sports Tourer, it will be available in the second quarter of 2009 and will feature 2 new engines, a more powerful turbo diesel and a smaller capacity turbocharged petrol unit, in addition to the 5 power plants available in the saloon and hatchback models. An EcoFlex Sports Tourer with competitively low emissions and fuel consumption will also be available in the near future. Mark Adams, Vice President of GM Europe Design, described the Sports Tourer's design as athletic, powerful and elegant. However, says Mark, this is a standalone model and not simply an estate version of the saloon. All the bodywork after the B-pillars is unique, with the rear wraparound tailgate pulled deep into its flanks and accentuated with large, fully integrated tail lights. The Sports Tourer will be available with front and all-wheel drive as well as Vauxhall's Flex Ride system and benefits from the high levels of technology showcased at Insignia's launch. The once familiar sight of a red and white striped booth is in danger of disappearing from British beaches, with 1 in 3 children saying they've never experienced a Punch and Judy show. In an effort to save the show, Chevrolet has created the world's first in-car Punch and Judy theatre. The custom-made booth fits onto the side of a Chevrolet Captiva, allowing Punch and Judy professors to perform from the back seat of the car. The free mobile show will tour up and down the country this summer, bringing the fun of old-fashioned entertainment to a new generation of beachgoers. And as Punch would say it,
that's the way to do it.
See you next time for all the latest motor news.